Apparition. This word has become synonymous with Super Mario 64, its iceberg, and Wario. We've all seen a lot of images and videos associated with the Wario Apparition, and I think we can all agree that these are creepy overall. What you didn't know is that Nintendo has made other apparitions, and they're all unique. That's what we're going to explore today. But before we do that, I need to define what an apparition is. Ahem. A ghost or ghost-like image of a person. A remarkable or unexpected appearance of someone or something. That explains it pretty well. Now, regarding these Nintendo apparitions, I'll be covering the 4 I could find. 2 Marios, 1 Wario, and 1 Donkey Kong. Also, you need to know that there are 2 states they can appear in, a sentient state and a puppeted state. The sentient state is the apparition's ability to act with free will or appear to simulate having a free will, so creepypasta stuff and scripted events. The puppeted state, however, occurs when someone takes over an apparition, controls their movements and what they say in real time, not for any scripted events. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's kick things off with the first apparition.
I'm going to fly for you.
This is where it all began.
Oh, nice computer you got here. Can I have it?
No. This floating head can be found in Mario Teaches Typing 1 and 2. However, the first game released in 1992 for the MS-DOS on a floppy disk. What a blast from the past. There was no floating Mario head in this version, and the voice actor for Mario was Ronald B. Rubin. And that's the only gig I can find that he has ever done on his IMDb page. He has a very thick Italian-American accent, and I think his voice acting was fine.
Welcome to Mario Teaches Typing!
Fun fact, this was also the first time Mario was ever voice acted, and the first game was also re-released on Microsoft Windows and Macintosh in 1994, with the sequel being released in 1996 for the same systems, all on CD-ROMs. What another blast from the past. That's where we got the first floating head Mario voiced by Charles Martinet, the first of Nintendo's apparitions. Out of all of the apparition characters Nintendo have made, this is the most tame. He reacts to the player's actions, helps them out, and cracks jokes. That makes him a sentient apparition.
Oh no! I'm a fallen, and I can't get up! That is my impression of American advertising. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You see, he's just a nice fella all around. But I know what you're thinking. He looks a little uncanny, doesn't he? I mean, his eyes are a bit close to each other, he has no eyelashes, has a long mouth, his nose is strangely round and pointy at the same time, and he has no chin whatsoever. I don't have a definitive answer as to why this is the case, but I can think of a few reasons.
Okie dokie. Get ready to move your fingers.
Come on, dude, chill. Back on topic, hardware and creative limitations seem likely because this was the first time Mario appeared 3-dimensionally in a game. Kinda. I mean, he looks very 3D, but I think he's just a 2D video file that plays. So Super Mario 64 still holds the crown for the first 3D Mario game. But behind the scenes, this Mario would have been 3D. That means that this was most likely the first attempt at a 3D Mario, and it was an apparition found in both typing games. But why the uncanny realistic look? Experimentation of Mario's appearance? Probably, but I feel like Martinet's facial appearance has something to do with it. Maybe they tried to use his face or the look of his face as a base for Mario. There are images of Martinet that make me think that this could have happened, but either way, it's hard to say, and I have no evidence to support my claims. Overall, I think we can agree that this design is definitely a unique one.
My nose feels funny against this screen.
Oh, I love him, and as said before, this is the most tame out of all of the apparitions. He's also the most simplest and most stable, as you'll see as we continue on to our next apparition. Wario.
If you're ready, go for it.
Thanks, Mario. Much appreciated. Shoutouts to everyone at the SM64 Conspiracies fandom for the info on Wario. An apparition that needs no introduction. I assume most, if not all of you know what I'm talking about, but I'll explain it anyway. The most dangerous sentient apparition thought to be found in Super Mario 64, he is said to appear in this long hallway where Dire Docks and Bowser in the Fire Sea are located. If you're caught in the sight of Wario, he will start laughing and chomping at Mario as he chases you down the hallway, which will become an endless one. Wario's behavior may vary from player to player, and so do the side effects of seeing him, with strokes being the main one. There are a few theories that try to explain why this could happen. A personalization AI found within the game is one of them. This AI is said to inhabit each copy of Super Mario 64, hence the "every copy of Mario 64 is personalized" quote. If you ever see a white-eyed chain chomp or other personalized anomalies in your game, don't go to the basement unless you want a surprise from Wario. The consciousness manifestation theory. If your subconscious wishes for Wario to be in the game, he'll appear. That's fairly simple. The unused boss theory. The Wario Apparition is thought to be the unfinished remains of a Wario boss fight that was supposed to occur in the castle's basement. Interesting, but not as interesting as the personalized boss theory, which states that the personalization AI creates a new boss fight for its game copy owner. Why? For the enjoyment of the player. However, in its attempt to create a new and wonderful experience for that player, it creates a disturbing and scarring one spawned from its lack of self-awareness. This theory combines with the benevolent AI theory, stating that the AI was made to make sure every playthrough of Mario 64 was unique. Okay, so what started all of these theories and discussions? This focus on fun panel clip from E3 of 1996, a sentient state of the apparition. I can see why all of this happened. We have a small clip of Wario's head floating in an area in Super Mario 64 explaining that he'll show you fun and no response about it from Nintendo to this day. Now, how was this made? With the same face rig technology that was used to make the Mario Teacher's Typing apparition, or a better one, was probably used here. As we can see, the facial movements are very similar to each other and both apparitions were voiced by Martinet. Interesting, but we have a recorded moment in time when Martinet puppeted the apparition. This was assumed to be at the same 1996 E3. Wario clowns on a man named Larry and reveals that he dislikes Indianapolis and Chicago.
So what is your name? Larry? Larry? I hate that name. Where are you from, Larry? Indianapolis. Oh, I hate Indianapolis. Only place I hate more than Indianapolis? Chicago.
I've covered this clip in a video of mine, so check that bad boy out if you want more info on why Wario would hate these places. But back on topic, Martinet was at this event somewhere, probably sitting in a room, face rig tech set up on him with the camera feed in the room so he could react to the people who talked to him while he puppeted the Wario apparition. So now we've seen an apparition in its sentient state and its puppeted state. But we have to go and take another look at Mario. A different Mario. Mario, again. Another puppeted apparition set up at an E3, but this time it has a body and looks more like Mario than ever before. We'll call him the 2007 E3 Mario Apparition. He's also the most recently made apparition I could find, and the difference to those from the 90s and this one are very obvious. Mario just looks good, and the conversation that was had with the onlookers was interesting. That's because Martinet was behind the wheel again, and if you remember the decimation of Larry and the two US cities, you should expect more of that. Just as the title says, Mario disses Sony and does impressions of characters from pop culture, specifically movies. This all happened at E3 of 2007, at least that's what the video description says, and I don't have any reason not to believe that. Now let's analyze this clip. First of all, Mario does an impression of someone who likes Sony. Wrong! The person doesn't like Sony because Mario's nose expands like Pinocchio and everyone laughs. The comedic timing? Flawless. He then does impressions for Gone with the Wind, The Shining, and Star Wars.
Loki. Come and join the dark side of the Force.
No, thank you.
These impressions are fine, but what's noteworthy about them is that Mario
This
swears.
is a whole movie. Okay. But Red, what about me?
Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give up.
But obviously, there's no way Mario could get away with swearing, so there's a little one-up or coin collect sound that plays. I'd say that's pretty smart, and Martinet somehow got away with the censored swearing with this Mario. Didn't even do that with Wario. So, this Mario Apparition, just like the Wario one at E3 1996, was puppeted to entertain the people attending the event. However, I couldn't find a sentient version of this apparition. But anyway, we should move on to the most mysterious and darkest apparition of them all. So, I know what you're thinking. What the hell was that? To find out, we need some context. This happened at the same E3 the Wario Apparition was at, so 1996. We can also see that the backgrounds for both videos match. This means that this spot right here was a hotspot for apparition activity. With that context, I have two theories. Theory 1. This apparition is in a beta form, do not research, and did not have a dedicated person to puppet it around. Its sentient state wasn't ready either, so it screamed out in absolute agony, and someone recorded it. The second theory is much more grounded. I think that attendants at E3 that year got to play around with the apparition technology, and by play around, I mean they got to make Donkey Kong say silly things. It's so hard to figure out what happened here with the little information we have. We definitely need more info on this, but until we have that info, I'm gonna need you all to go down to your nearest McDonald's, ask for a freaking Donkey Kong burger, and then go, ah, ooh. Wait, actually, please don't. Psst, hey, are you still watching? Because if you are, then congratulations! You've made it to the super secret bonus section of this video. Tell no one. I've gathered some special mentions here. They're not necessarily apparitions, but they seem relevant to the topic of Mario. They're just a few deepfakes. They remind me of the apparitions. So, roll the first clip.
Super Mario in real life.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Apparition? No. Perfection? Yes. The way this blue dude's, I don't know who he is, but the way his face morphs, the audio quality of the funny spaghetti kid, the watermark, and the aspect ratio. Compliments to the chef. A great meme.
Super Mario in real life.
Another amazing deepfake. Lightning has struck in the same place twice. Yandere Dev going from a thick boy to the peak human physique is beautiful. And it was such a captivating story told in 6 seconds.
Holy cannoli, kids, I'm Mario, and I'm telling you, if you're not watching the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, you're gonna turn into a Goomba!
That's a very heavy threat. Wow. Wait. I know someone with a beautiful singing voice that fits right in with all of this. Yes! Oh, yes! Hold on. Is Gilbert an apparition confirmed? Maybe that's a question for another day. Wait, am I an apparition? Are you an apparition? Well, that's that. We've looked at 4 of Nintendo's surprisingly unique apparitions. They go from friendly, to creepy, to humorous, and then to straight up cursed. I hope you've all learnt something about them today. And thanks for watching! Also, if you have any information regarding these apparitions that I may have missed, and any ones I didn't show in this video, tell me about it in the comments section, or email me about it, that's cool too. Your information could help to create a Nintendo's Apparitions Part 2 video. Like and subscribe if you want. That's pretty epic. Until the next video, take it easy, and
if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.